So hello everyone and welcome. My name is Brian Duffy. I'm the CEO of Watches of Switzerland, the largest and oldest retailer of luxury watches in the UK. Delighted to be here at SIHH Geneva 2018, and especially delighted to have a very special guest with me today, who is Francois-Henry Bennahmias. He's the CEO of Audemars Piguet, one of the most influential brands in the world, and one that's very, very influential here at SIHH. So thank you for joining me, Francois.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Just a couple of questions. Audemars Piguet, founded in 1875 in Le Brassus in the Valley de Joux, founded by two inspirational young watchmakers in their early 20s. The company is still owned by the descendants of these two remarkable young men. Does that stability and consistency of ownership help you do your amazing job?
Yes, it absolutely does. It does for several reasons. Because at the end, the message from 1875 until now has not changed much. And the will and the fight that we fight every day with the company is to make sure that when we are 25 years from now, 50 years from now, 100 years from now, we'll still have Audemars and Piguet people at the board of directors with the same motto, which is a spirit of independence, the fact that we are in charge of our own destiny. We want to do things the way we want. We don't to have any obligations to live our life in a different way, and I think that helps a lot.
I'm very envious, actually. 25th anniversary of the Royal Oak offshore, one of the most iconic designs and influential watches, I think, in the entire industry. So what innovations and novelties do you have for us this year in 2018?
Okay, so just a quick travel back in history. In 1993, when we launched the Royal Oak offshore, the back of the watch had only written Royal Oak, and for one reason, because we couldn't believe that we would sell so many watches, and there was a big risk. It was chunky, it was big, 42 millimeter, and we thought that maybe the 100 watches would sell and that would be it. We would stop.
Yep.
So we didn't want to create a new name, so that's why we called it the Royal Oak. And the way to find if you have one of the first 100 pieces is to look at the back and say, is it written Royal Oak or Royal Oak offshore?
Yep.
That's what we call in our world inside trading, by the way. Now, going back to what we are launching this year. So first of all, a re-edition of the watch from 1993 with little few changes for today's world. We made the watch better, but it's the same overall look. And then two major limited editions of 50 watches each, 50 watches in rose gold and 50 watches in stainless steel. Both are chrono tourbillon skeleton with a complete different architecture that compared to what we've ever made in the history of the company.
And Audemars, equally famous for the movement, for the technical aspects, the quality of the movement, and for the aesthetic. Do you find it difficult to balance these two directions?
Always. It's very difficult to balance this because sometimes you've got an idea of a mechanism. It's not going to fit perfectly on the watch, on the case.
Yep.
So you have to adjust the case, then the movement, and the movement, and the case. And it's a never-ending story. What shows that even more this year is our RD2. RD2 is a concept theory right now, but I can tell you already that's a second inside trading information that the commercial version will come next year.
Right.
We are coming with the thinnest ever made perpetual calendar automatic. And when I say we broke the record, we didn't break the record by half a second. We broke the record by 2 seconds if it was a 100 meters race. So it's a new way of looking at putting mechanisms together. That's going to open many more doors for high-end watchmaking, and we're extremely proud of the result.
I'm really looking forward to seeing the range later today, but some of our team has seen the range, and they're super excited about a camouflage strap and a Royal Oak offshore with a really nice ceramic bezel and unusual dial. What was the thinking behind this?
The thinking behind this was that now in the ceramic world, we see more colors offered to us. At the beginning, it was white and black, and that would be it. Lately, the technology has evolved, and we can see now gray, blue, reds, khaki. And when we saw that khaki color, we said, why don't we make a camouflage watch? We had, at one point in our collection, a watch called Survivor. So you know what? Let's have fun for a second. And we played with the watch, and apparently it's going to be a success.
When are you going to give in to the public demand and start making some more watches?
2 more years.
2 more years.
So we're gonna keep 40,000 watches in production for 2 more years, 18 and 19. Then in 20 we'll reopen the gates, but a little bit. our goal is to no crazy in quantities. What we're aiming at Audemars Piguet is true quality on everything we do, the time to do the things right. We are living in a world of speed where everything has to be done instantly. That's not our motto. Our motto is we want to be alive and in good health for many, many more decades, not years. So because of that, we want to take the time to do the things right and the right things.
Indeed, we really enjoy what we do, hugely motivated by what we do, and I can really understand that you're that way about Audemars Piguet. So it's thank you for joining us. Thank you for your information. It's been really a pleasure. We're very proud to represent you, and we plan to do that for many, many more years, both here and in the United States.
Thank you. I love working with your company, Brian. I'm not saying this for the camera, by the way. I'm saying this because I mean it. I want people to know that, and hopefully the best is yet to come.
The best is yet to come. Merci beaucoup.
Merci.